Hi, your name is?
My name is Virginia Breen.
Hi, Virginia. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. Tell us about why you're here this evening at the Jim LUCE Foundation.
I'm here because Joey Lowenstein is being honored, and he has a very similar message to my daughter, who also has autism and is nonverbal, but uses a typing methodology to tell us that she's in there. And so Joey and Elizabeth both have that same message, wanting people to know that autism is a condition where the people are in there and they can have full lives.
Beautiful. Now tell us, I believe somebody wrote a book. What is that?
Yes, my daughter wrote a book. It's called I Am In Here, and she and I together are telling this message to the world, her through poetry. So even though she cannot speak, she writes beautiful poetry about what it's like to be locked in a silent cage. And we want the world to look for ways to communicate with people with autism, especially using iPads and a lot of these applications that allow them to have a voice.
So tell us, what would you suggest for others, since autism has become such a concerning situation in the world? What would you suggest for the parents of?
Oh, well, I think the first message is that it's a treatable medical condition, and so if you find doctors who believe that, you can help your children to live healthier lives. They can recover from autism, and that our educational system have to know that we have bright children. They just learn differently and think differently. So the big message for us is that kids with autism, they deserve a chance just like every other kid. And even though they look different, they may shake, they may rock, they are in there, and we need to get to them.
Okay, I love it. So the book, once again, can it be purchased
on Amazon?
Okay.
Yes.
And so, and you personally, was your daughter born like this, and
No, she
things
was
changed
not. She
later
was
on
not.
in life?
See, we know that there is a genetic underpinning to autism. Charles, Elizabeth's older brother, also has autism, but there's no genetic epidemic. There was an environmental trigger, and so some toxins in our environment caused this. My children were both born perfectly healthy, and unfortunately, they had influences that came in toxins that, when they were 15 months old, pushed them into having autism.
Wow.
So this can happen to any child. I think that's the message, is that we have something going on in this epidemic of 1 in 35 children now in America, that it could happen to anybody's child. We need to figure out what these toxic triggers are so that it doesn't happen to your child or your grandchild.
Is there a website that
yes,
we can go to
very
also?
much. So it's called IamInHereBook.com. And the wonderful thing about the website is there are a bunch of free resources for parents that talk to them about the educational and medical things they can do for their children. They can read the first 2 chapters of the book for free, and they can see videos where we've spoken at the Kennedy Center and on many different other television wonderful shows about why their children are in there and how they can reach them.
So then what's the good news for you?
The good news for me is that my daughter and my son are going to live happy, productive lives because we have found doctors who have treated their health, we have found educators who have treated their minds, and that we want other parents to have hope that they can do the same for their children.